Hey everybody, this is Dharma. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a reading for the collective on what things we can look at in our shadows, for good or ill. See where we might do a little work to move ourselves more onto the path of Dharma and quit running in the never-ending nightmare of karma. I was thinking earlier today about how, well, in the hero's journey, how the hero was always persecuted until they were dead a lot of times. Then after they were dead, suddenly people thought they were the best, most wonderful thing. But why didn't we see that when they were alive or when they were still around us before they shook the dust off their feet and left? Maybe it's because we think we know the mind of the divine. Maybe we need to seek that first and keep our eyes more on ourselves instead of worrying about what our neighbor's doing. I don't like how the Council of Nicaea back in the early 300s took out a bunch of the Bible. And then during slavery times, the slavers gave the slaves a different version of the Bible than they even had after they took out a bunch of stuff. Because they didn't want the slaves, to get ideas. We still have slavery today, right here in the United States. When we incarcerate someone, we can force them to work for little or nothing, kill them, beat them. Unless there's a whistleblower who puts it out there at risk of their own life. We either don't know, don't care, or both. So let's get into it. Guides, ancestor, holy guardian angels, Most High God, what works within our subconscious in the shadows that we hide from ourselves, we can work with to be a better person today than we were yesterday. Please and thank you. Okay. See, we hide the good stuff from ourselves too. If we admire it in someone else, we might have the ability deep down within. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting to fit the camera. A networker in the light enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Sympathy is where you feel bad for someone. Empathy is where you can put yourself into their shoes and imagine how you would feel. In the shadow, it conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Sometimes I go to church, but a lot of times I just refuse to set foot in it. Because the blind are leading the blind. You both might fall into a ditch. And we're just trying the best we can to get home together. By the way, everyone's welcome here. Time and energies are fluid. We all hold both masculine and feminine within us. It's been put into my head that the word sila, which has been translated into rib, also means side. And if we go back before the Christian lore, back into the Jewish lore, the Adamah, the Tom, was created male and female in one being. So when God took from him a side, literally split the atom in half. But we are whole within ourselves. And until we find that unity within, we have a mighty hard time being united without. A thief in the light sheds light on potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. In the shadows, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Thank you so much. What else, please? So they want us to go within and find these better parts of ourselves and use them in the right way rather than the wrong way. Stop looking at somebody else to be your savior. Save yourself. I had a conversation once where it was a download actually that I had alone. And someone I know who struggled. I don't know if they still are, because that's their business unless they choose to share. But they were struggling with a crack cocaine addiction. And it's real funny because the same day we had that conversation, just before then, the download I got, the problem isn't smoking crack when you want to. The problem is smoking crack when you really don't want to. Mediator in the reverse, the shadow attribute. Negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Thank you. Thank you so much. Companion in the light. Loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. By the way, this deck is Carolyn Myss, archetype cards. Guidebook's really helpful if you want to obtain this deck. It's from Hay House. You can get it on Amazon, I believe. Not that I like recommending people to Amazon, but it is what it is. You might try Llewellyn. I don't know if it's there. Certainly you can find it on Hay House, maybe Etsy. Networker, messenger, herald, courier, communicator. Expands sphere of influence by forging alliances and making connections among vastly different groups of people. Helps develop social flexibility and empathy that seeks commonality with those who might not seem to be potential friends or allies. Messenger and communicator have skills to disseminate information and power. In the shadow, a networker merely uses connections with others for personal gain. Look for a continuing pattern of forging links with others to deliver vital information and ideas. Thief, swindler, con artist, Robin Hood, should be evaluated from its symbolic meaning in the emotional and intellectual arenas, including plagiarism, stealing ideas, and even affection. Implies the need to earn self-respect by taking what isn't yours because you lack the ability to provide for yourself. Prods you to learn to generate power from within by alerting you when you're in danger of losing faith in yourself. Shadow thief doesn't steal out of actual need, such as starvation, but out of perceived need, shoplifting items one can't afford to buy. Look for a continuing pattern of expropriating from others materially, intellectually, or emotionally. A mediator in the upright, ambassador, diplomat, go-between, smooths relations between potentially antagonistic groups or individuals. Gifted with patience and skill, able to read people and situations. Shadow mediator manifests in ulterior motives or hidden agendas, working both sides of an issue for personal gain. You must have a lifelong commitment to resolving disputes and bringing people together. And that's one of my biggest problems with the church. It teaches us to look outside. It divides us against others, and it divides us against ourselves. And if you're going to church, then you should know that your Bible says a house divided cannot stand. And also don't take everything so literally. Read what the gospel said about why Jesus taught in parables. And if you're not Christian, that's fine. I'm sure there's some similar story. But this is the tradition where I was reared. And the believers tended to, how did Miss Emily put it once? She said that Joseph was the most self-righteous Pharisee that raked the promises of the blessings to himself and flung the curses to his neighbor. Talking about reading that Bible. And I'm going to tell y'all, there's a lot of beauty in the Bible, and there's a lot of ugliness in there too. So, and also, read the whole thing. Don't stick with what's been taught and passed down, because yeah, you are accountable. If you've been called, you're accountable for reading the whole thing, not just what you've been taught and what's been left in by the church because that was what was convenient for them. The church was highly politicized, and it still is. Companion. I mean, I've been there. I was ignorant. I was young and dumb. When I was a child, I thought as a child, spoke as a child, understood as a child. When I became an adult, I put away immature things. Companion, friend, sidekick, right arm, consort, loyal, tenacious, unselfish, provides a symbolic service to a stronger or more authoritative personality. Emotional rather than sexual support, helps others focus on their mission. A shadow companion manifests as betrayal, which damages the soul, or as suppression of your own needs. Look for a lifelong pattern of playing the loyal companion to others. I believe it would be the Kipper deck. I'm not really sure. I don't have one. But I believe it's the Kipper deck where the companion is represented as a dog, loyalty, devotion. Guides and Sister Holy Spirit, my God, I ask for clarity and concise messages, the ability to deliver them in a way that would be well received, easy to understand. Messages that for the higher and greatest good of the entire collective. Please and thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the breath in our body. Thank you for waking us up today. Thank you for a meal. Thank you for a hot cup. Thank you so much. Thank you for being present in our lives, even when we have distanced ourselves so far from you. We think you've abandoned us. Or when others let it hide us from you. Thank you so much for your grace, your mercy, your patience, and most of all, the peace that surpasses all understanding. The current issue or ourselves. Yep, let me say it again. Time and energies are fluid. Although the intention is set for past, present, future, it could be a mix of all, because so many of us are on different timelines in our journey. Energies are fluid. We all have masculine and feminine within us, just as the whole universe does. Masculine is more active, going, doing. Feminine is more receptive, passive, but we must find unity within ourselves. We have to unite our divine masculine and feminine before we can come into divine union with anyone else. Current situation of ourselves, please and thank you. Not all messages will resonate with everyone who sees this. If it does not apply, let it go. Leave it for someone else. Current situation, thank you so much. Queen of Pentacles sideways. Mother figure. Something of value, something to bring to the table that would be manifested in a tangible way. She's contemplating that pentacle. Maybe she's thinking about how it can best be utilized for the greater good of everyone. Maybe she's not quite in the upright. Maybe she is in the upright and people don't see her that way. Maybe she's not in the upright and people do see her as upright. Maybe she's just a regular human being walking her own path with her own lessons and her own challenges. The issue is, please and thank you. The issue is, please and thank you. Maybe she misspends money. Maybe she's trying to be more controlled with money. Maybe she's trying to apply for gifts in a way that would benefit everyone in the best way. Maybe she's offered her gifts and it's been refused. Mock, demonized. The issue is the Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles are the material things that manifest in materiality, things that we can taste, touch, hear, smell. See, or see how they manifest. We don't always see someone putting in work, but we see what they've done, either with themselves or their environment. People get it twisted. They think the outside work is all that matters, and it doesn't mean anything if we're not doing the inner work to be better people. There's always room for improvement. Thank you so much. The subconscious is the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight in the deck, but he has something of value to offer. He's carrying it somewhere. Or there's the intention of it, or someone knows someone's coming. Or people think he's not moving, but he is. The Force looks like there's some dry ground and some water, but maybe that's a plowed field. Maybe he's on the way to plant seed. Seed of faith, a seed of encouragement, a helping hand, some kind words, some helpful words. And the consciousness, please and thank you. A lack of passion, a lack of desire, a creative spark. A child, like a very young energy. Maybe they misuse their wand, their We look at it as a part of the anatomy that's ruled by passions. Maybe they're from one to the other, always in search of the next best thing. Maybe they're not making an offer. Maybe they're putting their wand away and refusing to use it for the moment. Maybe they're an artist and they've hit writer's block, or painting or sculpture isn't coming out the way they want to, and they're just not feeling it. They're frustrated. Take it as it resonates. Recent past. The Hanged Man reversed, refusing to go within. Having gone within, coming out of that now. We'll see. Near future. Seeking opinions outside of ourselves rather than within ourselves and from the Most High. However we perceive that, whether it's our higher selves or the divine. I want to say not seeing the blessing for what it is, but the Four of Cups hasn't come out yet. Queen of Cups reversed. That might be why there's no passion. This person is emotionally manipulative or emotionally cold. Not in control of the emotions. Uses other people's emotions against them. In the environment. Wastelanded. Nine of Pentacles. Someone's in her abundance, recognizing all the blessings that surround them. Nine is almost complete. Nine in I believe it's in Jewish gematria that 9 is the number of completion. But in the tarot, we have 10, a 1 and a 0, the Fool and the Magician. She is self-fulfilled. She's not looking outside of herself. She knows that the universe is an abundant place, that her needs will be met. She's grateful. She's thankful. She has enough to share, and she does. She's got the falcon on her arm. Maybe he was injured and she helped him. Maybe he's a messenger, spreading a good word, necessary word. Thank you. Hopes and fears. Someone doesn't want someone to meditate or go within, or someone's resisting meditation or going within. This is this Queen of Cups. Reverse. The Queen of Cups doesn't want someone to go within, or the Queen of Cups isn't going within. She doesn't want this Page of Wands to go within. Is she afraid the Page of Wands will make an offer to someone else? Don't know. You know. What the collective has influence over is the never-ending nightmare, an unbroken heart, healing a broken heart, possibly a third-party situation, doesn't have to be. Potential outcome, potential outcome, potential outcome. Maybe the never-ending nightmare is that somebody's going to get hurt regardless. Maybe putting an end to that nightmare would be to go within and then find your authenticity and stand in it. Potential outcome. Potential outcome, please and thank you. Potential outcome. All of these energies can be the same energy, by the way. It can be ourselves and conflicting emotions, or it could be someone else. The sun, something's going to be exposed. Someone's not standing in their power, or someone doesn't want someone to stand in their power. I didn't read the sun card as the happiest in the deck because until someone stands in their power, there can be no happy outcome. They can't sacrifice ourselves all the time. Sometimes it's appropriate, not all the time. I see this. This is the first deck I ever owned. I picked it up in my early 20s. And then I kept getting harsh messages and refused to use it. So I've been running from this for a long time. And when I tired of being in a never-ending nightmare, wheel of karma, I went within and I started seeking answers from the Most High rather than out. I still drug my feet and didn't listen to people who told me that this was wrong. These people can't even, well, I'm not going to say anything, but they were wrong. They can't tell me what's right. You have to seek your answers from the Most High. Maybe someone fears this Queen of Cups acting out if they go within and do what they want to do, what they already know their heart. They're just not going within to double check. They feel like it's wrong because someone's telling them it's wrong, or society's telling them it's wrong, or they've been reared to believe it's wrong. You just need to get time to get still and get quiet. Turn off the TV, turn off the radio, take the long way home, think route, and just start talking to God, your higher self, or whatever you consider to do, Allah, Vishnu, Shiva. Clarify Four of Swords reverse, please. Clarify Four of Swords reverse. Clarify the Four of Swords reverse, please. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. No rest. No rest for the wicked and the righteous don't need it. That's a lie. We all need rest. We all need to take care of our bodies. That's a lot. Well, one way or another, somebody's getting justice. They might have to stop worrying about the money situation, but they know that whatever they put out there, they're going to get back. Yeah, I said before that I'm starting to look at Pentacles as energy too. And it is just an energy that's manifested in a material thing, a tangible thing. Or if someone goes within, they're going to know what justice is. They're going to know they have to walk off and leave some material comfort that they will be given in the same measure that they give. Maybe somebody doesn't want to share something with the Queen of Cups reversed. Maybe they need to just get over it and do that. Clarify the Three of Swords reversed, please. Clarify the Three of Swords reversed, please. Thank you. The Mind Trap. You didn't have to go into that cage, and you can walk yourself right out of that cage, but you're going to have to go within. Clarify the Chariot reverse, please, and thank you. The outcome's potential because we all have free will. We co-create our circumstances with the universe. Just because it took us a long time to wake up and find ourselves where we are doesn't mean that we're going to be immediately where we want to be. But if we co-create, we can be. Chariot reverse, please, and thank you. 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 Woo, that's a lot. Go within. Stop lying to yourself. Walk away from things that don't serve you. Find a Knight and 10th Cup. Take control of your passions, your fears, your anger, all of your emotions, anything that you feel passionately. Stop refusing to make a decision. You already know what's up. You know this is not the Empress. This is not where you want to be. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining me. By the way, you've got this.